found it very hard to stay motivated during the lockdown, especially because we went from such an intense music environment to, well, I'm the only musician in my family, so that was very different to being here. But I was very grateful that the RCN offered us a summer term, because that meant we had structure and we had regularity, which really helped me stay practicing through the summer especially.
Through the lockdown, it was the first time that we didn't have stuff coming up in our calendars. It was a really great time for us to just kind of go back to basics and work on things that we maybe wouldn't have had time to do otherwise. So it was really good to kind of go back and do studies and notes and scales and focus on the rep that we maybe wouldn't have had time to learn through our busy schedules and either working or studying. It's a lot more difficult to see people about and have kind of really great connections with people in the same way around a table that you would have had before. But colleges implementing some very strict measures that are for our safety. So it's a great way to try and connect further with people, because you really have to try this time to actually get closer to people while you are in the 2 metre distance.
So there's an obvious, when we're in lessons, obviously the teacher can't come up to us and like move our fingers, or that's quite difficult when you play such a physical instrument. And obviously there's not as much orchestra playing together in big groups, but there's more room for chamber music and activities like that.
At the start of lockdown, I got very bored and started doing some Zoom sessions for bassoonists. And initially these were student-led. We had about 5 or 6 people coming quite regularly, and then we decided to actually start to pay people. So we got professionals like Ursula Lebeau, Jos Delange, Sophie Deveau and Nicolai Enriquez to come and lead masterclasses. So we learned a huge amount, I feel.
I think if the lockdown's taught us anything, it's taught us that music is actually a lot more accessible than we realised before. And it's so much easier to do things and know that we as individuals can make more music ourselves without having to wait for someone to give us the opportunity. And the lockdown has, while it's been difficult because we haven't had the orchestral playing, we've had to kind of adapt in ways that means, we are modern people, we can find new ways of putting out concerts and getting music out to a wider audience, not just people that come every so often and pay to see what we do.
We're able to do lots of chamber music stuff because it's more small groups, but we always have to be socially distanced, which obviously provides a new set of challenges because we have to sit and stand very far apart than what we're used to.
I think I have a different outlook on getting work afterwards, because this situation's made everyone more aware of how little jobs there are and how in threat they are. But I think I have a lot of hope, because I'm not going to be in the working world for quite a few years, and I think we have the musicians movement at the moment. I think we can definitely move towards having a greater respect for musicians and more jobs, more enthusiastic for the arts. I think we're heading in the right direction, hopefully.
For me, as long as I'm doing music, I'm not so worried about what kind. So I'd love to be in an orchestra, but I'd also love to have a lot of variety. I think teaching over Zoom actually quite suits me. So, and it works well, even young kids, in terms of attention. Actually, when they're listening to you via Zoom, they have to pay attention, otherwise they just don't hear. So it will change, but musicians by definition are kind of quite creative, and I